All right, guys, we are back at Rock and Roll Harley Davidson, and they just got in the highly anticipated Road Glide ST CVO. They got it in the white, and it's absolutely beautiful. I've seen pictures and stuff of it online. This does not do it justice at all. Again, we're back here with Tony. You guys love him so much. Someone said that he has a voice for radio, so maybe you can take that up.
Might have a face for radio, too.
All right, Tony, so why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about this ST here?
Yeah, so it is the CVO Road Glide ST. Obviously ST stands for Sport Touring. We introduced it with the, with the Street Glide and Road Glide ST not too long ago. But they have completely just redone and revamped everything on here. I mean, starting with the motor, it now comes with a 121 high output. You're used to the 121 VVT on your bike.
Right.
So the 121 high output is actually going to be I think it's 12 more horsepower and 6 foot-pounds more of torque compared to what you have currently.
Okay.
As well as having a couple different ride modes. I mean, as you can take a look, it has like carbon fiber fender, carbon fiber cowl on.
Right. Yeah.
Everything on here is just like top-notch in terms of performance motorcycles.
Yeah, and speaking of the carbon fiber, this one's a little bit lighter than the regular CVO, right?
Yeah, so this bike has an 800-pound dry weight. It ends up being, I want to say it was like 26 pounds lighter than the motorcycle actually.
Yeah, so less weight, more power. I mean, that in return, that's only going to make it faster, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the way the motor company put it is they feel like they're giving you free horsepower by cutting back on all that extra weight.
All right, now let's take a little bit of a closer look at this bike, and we'll have Tony explain some of the unique features of this thing. All right, so we're over here. We're going to start off at the front end here. So, Tony, tell us a little about what we got going on here. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, so starting off with, obviously, the fairing. It's going to be the new redesigned fairing that's going to be coming on all the 24 Road Glide models. As you see here, we got a nice big 25 on here. It's actually going to be the 25th anniversary of the CVO line, starting from 1999 up to 2024. So they really wanted to, have a nice commemoration for that for everybody. Moving on down, we have our forged carbon front fender, which they left unpainted, which I'm a really big fan of. Gives a real nice raw kind of look to the whole motorcycle.
It looks good.
Which they actually brought over a couple different places as well.
Yeah.
You had a question?
One thing to add from what I've seen online, no one carbon fiber piece is going to be the same. Right. The design is going to be different, so that's pretty cool.
Exactly. Now, they also have inverted front forks on this bike, which is really, really going to help in keeping the front end planted, especially on a motorcycle with this, with all the power that you're going to have. It's going to be very, very beneficial to all these riders. Now, with the rotors, these are 320 millimeter wave style rotors. They're designed this way for a couple reasons. One is going to be able to help dissipate heat a lot more than the traditional style of rotors, as well as, again, just weight reduction. Like really everything with this motorcycle they took into performance mind. So they wanted to cut back on weight, cut back on heat, get someone to be able to keep going for longer at, those high speeds that everybody wants to be going on this motorcycle.
As far as the wheels go, I see that they didn't go with the spoked wheels on this. It's just the all aluminum wheels. Looks nice.
Yeah, again, they wanted to have something that was a bit more substantial than the spoked wheels.
Right.
Nothing wrong with those spoked wheels, but again, with the track in mind, they really wanted to have something a bit stronger.
And then, of course, you got the Brembo brakes, and rumor has it, from what I've seen, is all Harley Davidsons has pretty much already had Brembo brakes, but they were just never, the logo was never pasted on the side of it. All right, now moving on to the right side of the bike, we got some new stuff going on as well, so take it away, Tony.
So the biggest and most obvious thing on this side of the motorcycle is going to be this brand new race-inspired air intake, and as well as the air box.
Okay.
It's going to be producing 26% more airflow, actually, than the CVO, the VVT CVOs have.
Yeah,
more air coming in is just going to be more power coming out for you.
Yeah, I love the way that thing looks, man. It's just right in your face.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming down here as well, all of the CVO STs are going to be coming with that the flat-out bar, they call it. Gives you a nice lay-down protection, as well as giving a very nice West Coast club style appearance to the whole motorcycle. Coming over here onto the tank, the console is going to be the the forged carbon fiber as well as the front fender.
Okay.
And we'll move back here to the seat cowl later on, but yeah, forged
Okay.
carbon fiber.
Yeah, that's absolutely beautiful, man. I also noticed that different seat compared to the stock ones and the other CVOs. So
Yeah,
any differences on that?
Yeah, the CVO ST is it's set up for solo riding initially. That was one of the things that the motor company mentions on all of their material, is that this is, being a performance motorcycle, is initially going to be set up for riding without a passenger. The footboards are going to be a bit shorter, cutting back on weight, making everything a lot smaller, a lot lighter. That's how they get that 25 pounds off the motorcycle. So I had mentioned the club style that they were going for. To really add to that, they added a 6-inch riser as well as these moto style handlebars.
Okay.
Again, gives you a nice, real tall, upright riding position.
Yeah, those are beautiful, man, because the ones on the CVO, I think they're probably around like 10-inch or something, but these got a nice riser to them, and I can't wait to test out to see how these bars feel.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this test ride too.
So then also on the front here, you obviously have the painted interfering and the Rockford Fosgate. I'm guessing these are stage 2?
Yep, exactly. It's a stage 2 Rockford audio Fosgate system on here.
Okay. And then one thing about the suspension, so the front suspension fully adjustable?
Yes, it's a 47 millimeter Showa suspension in the front that is fully adjustable, as well as the rear.
Okay.
It really lets you personalize the ride. Is for exactly how you want to ride this motorcycle.
And of course, it comes with the big screen for your navigation and your music and all that. Yep. Apple CarPlay.
12.3-inch infotainment system running off of Skyline OS.
Okay, yeah, and guys, if you haven't seen this yet, you have to go out and see one. It's absolutely beautiful screen. All right, so now to the back of the bike, we definitely have some pretty big changes back here compared to the 2023 CVO. So what do we got back here?
So first, starting off, just more carbon fibers, just a carbon fiber seat cowl. Just follow the lines of the whole motorcycle.
Beautiful.
Cut back on weight from having like the extra padding for another seat right there.
Right.
Now, the next big thing that everyone is going to be seeing is going to be these 2 reservoirs right here for your suspensions.
Yeah.
So it is going to be the same Showa rear suspension that's going to be on all the new motorcycles. So we'll be getting 3 inches of travel back here. But now you can just reach back, quickly adjust it on the fly, set it up again, exactly how you want to be riding this motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the look of the reservoir. Some people don't like it, but a trade-off with having these reservoirs back here, it doesn't come with the quick docking hardware back here.
Yeah, correct. So I believe that these reservoirs do take place of the actual docking hardware positioning. So I'm not 100% sure about the potential for riding with the passenger.
Right.
However, with the specs on this bike, I'm not totally sure if this is going to be the one that you want to be riding
with
the wife or the girlfriend on the back,
Exactly, yeah. So this bike is going to be made for you to ride alone. You don't really want to put anybody on the back of this. It's got a lot of power, and the chances are they'll just fall off anyways. So what do we got back here with the exhaust?
So back here, we're going to be having our Screaming Eagle Extreme Flow Performance Titanium exhaust.
Okay.
It's going to be well within all of the, environmental as well as noise regulations. However, it's going to allow for a lot more actual just flow out their high flow system. So they're going to be pushing a lot more exhaust out back here.
And these as well have the carbon fiber tips, which, I mean, it's just they did this very tastefully. I like the way they ended up doing this. You got the same style saddlebags in here. Same shape. So if you haven't seen the video of the 2024 Road Glide and Street Glide standard video that I made, make sure you go check that out. You'll see all that stuff. All right, so now on this other side over here, you got the little logo. I'll show a close-up of it, the logo of the Fast Johnny.
Yeah, so it's the Fast Johnny Racing Team logo. This whole motorcycle is basically inspired and partially designed by the Harley Davidson racing team.
Yeah.
So they wanted to throw that logo on there as a nice, nice homage to them.
And then another thing to note about, since we're over here at the handlebars, this doesn't come with heated grips. So you have some trade-offs when you go from the 2024 CVO ST to just the regular CVO. I mean, Obviously, you're not going to have power saddlebags. You're not going to have the heated grips.
Now, one of the things that you are going to be getting on this version of the CVO versus like your CVO is you have 2 additional ride modes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about
a
that.
track mode and a track mode plus.
Yes. As far as the track mode goes, that's going to pretty much dial this thing to its maximum potential.
Exactly. So actually, Kyle Wyman had a hand in setting the specs for the track and track plus mode.
Yeah. So I mean, if Kyle Wyman's picking the settings, he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's won a couple races in his time.
1 or 2.
Yeah. All right, guys. Before we go on the test ride, which I'm really itching to do, I gotta let Tony let you know how you can come up here and see this and how to contact him. So go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, if you want to take this bike out or any of the other bikes out here for a test ride, if you are interested, you could give us a call at 216-252-3111. Or best way to do is just come visit us. We're at 4985 West 150th Street out here in Cleveland, Ohio.
And I'll tell you guys, I bought all my Harleys here. They take great care of you, so make sure you stop up. Tony will take care of you. Any of the other salespeople will take care of you. All right, now let's go out and ride this bad boy. All right, guys, getting ready to go on this test ride. Tony's over here on the Road Glide ST, and I am hopping on the new CVO ST. Wow, this thing's light, nice and light. All right, start her up. We'll start off in road mode. Clutch is all the way out. First thing I noticed, the seat, it's got a nice back to it. Kind of like a lumbar support. Not bad. So Tony's gonna end up taking us down through the metro parks again. All right, suspension, it feels good right now. It's a little chilly today, guys. It's I want to say it's about 35 degrees, but you know, I gotta get out here and test ride this thing. I do it for you guys. So as far as the handlebar setup, I am a big fan. They have a nice pullback to me, perfect height, and you can still adjust these handlebars either up or down, whichever you like, but right now where they're at, I like them. Shifting really good too. Well, we're in road mode and it feels like it'll accelerate pretty good here. You know, we're gonna have to switch this over into track mode. You can't ride the ST without putting it in track mode. Oh my golly. Definitely doesn't lack any power. Just that little blip of the throttle. Jeez Louise. I can only imagine what that's like when you completely open it up. Jeez. And I feel like the exhaust tone got a little bit louder when I put it in track mode. Man, this thing's really light. I can definitely tell the weight difference. Feels really good. Here, I'll go ahead and show you guys. 36 degrees. Oh my gosh. I feel like a little kid, man. Wow. I am not used to that. Woo! If you're looking for the power, man, this thing definitely has it. And it's just so light. Light as a feather, man. And we're off. Woo! Uh-oh. Popo. Don't want to get caught by the popo. That'd be a bad day to get pulled over on a test ride review. As far as these footboards go, they're a little bit smaller, but they feel nice. And it kind of sits your feet down a little bit more center, if that makes sense, or not as forward. So it's a nice aggressive riding position, which I guess you would want when you're going around the twisties and stuff. Well, I can tell you right now, the brakes on this thing work fantastic. Definitely a lot more braking power than in the past. Feels nice. Man, I can place this thing anywhere I want it. So nice. So obviously I'm riding the white one right now. These also come in black. From the pictures that I've seen with the black STs, they look nice. I'm kind of leaning more towards the white one, I just think the white and the black for the contrast, it just sets it off nicely. But let me know in the comments, which ones do you like better? Do you like the white one or the black one better? All right, we're gonna be making a right here, and Tony's gonna go ahead and test ride this now. I'll give you my thoughts here. Wow, I like it. I like it a lot.
So how is it? How's it feel?
She's fast. It feels good, man.
Directly compared to your CVO, like what's it like?
The power that this thing has is dangerous. You crack that throttle and it freaking goes. All right, guys, Tony's gonna test ride it now. So once we get back to the dealership, I'll turn the camera back on and we'll both share our thoughts about it. All right, guys, we are back from the test ride. We're just gonna talk about what we initially thought. My first initial thoughts. Man, this thing's got some power. It's not lacking that. Even in just regular street mode. I had street mode for about 5 minutes. Insane. But what's your first initial reaction?
I mean, I was kind of blown away by it. I mean, I honestly didn't have it in track or in street mode at all. You had it in track mode when I got it. I left it in track mode, and yeah, it's nimble, it's fast, it's powerful, it's everything you want it to be.
Yeah, and that's the next thing that I realize is how light that thing is, man. Like, it you can just move it any which way you want. You can definitely feel the weight difference. I was riding this thing over here. The is that a 23?
Yeah, that's
23 Street Glide ST. And let me tell you, I think I'm spoiled with the CVO now. I don't think I could ever go back to just a stand. Well, maybe the new standards. Those aren't bad, but one of those, I don't think so. As far as the riding position, how did you feel about the bars and the foot pegs?
I really liked the actual riding position. I'm a taller guy. I'm 6 feet tall, and the bars hit me like right where I wanted to. And even though the floorboards are smaller, I had questioned you about it when I got on the bike, but I didn't really notice the fact that they were small at all, to be honest.
Yeah, as I said in the video, I feel like it puts you more in a aggressive riding style. And it feels good. Your legs are almost a little more straight down rather than forward like the other boards, but I think they're great. As far as the suspension goes, that felt great as well. You can definitely tell the difference in the back with the new shocks on the back and the front, and I'm sure if you adjust those and dial them in to you, that's going to be an amazing ride. All right, Tony, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this test ride, and guys, Rock and Roll Harley Davidson, right there, you see it. Come and get this bad boy because it's not going to be here long. So if you want it, make sure you come and get it. All right, Tony.
All right,
appreciate you, man.
Thanks a lot.
If you haven't seen my review of the Road Glide and Street Glide, just the standard models, I'll put a video right here. Make sure you check that out. And as always, this is Jogo with Jogo Motorcycle Adventures. And until next time, ride on.